Hi, it's Alaska Granny. If you look at the news at all, it's frightening to hear about what's happening in Ukraine, and you have to wonder, how fast did the grocery store shelves become cleared out? And now that they're under attack, all these terrible things are happening. How soon could they possibly resupply their food? And if the people are stranded in the cities, they can't escape, they're bombing the cities, all you're going to have is the things you already have. And so that's what you need to decide. Do I have enough that if something happened, that I have enough, that I could be okay with the things that I already have? While we are having our own challenges as Americans, we have nothing to complain about compared to what they have in other places. We still have the opportunity to find a lot of food and to add it to our stockpile. Yes, it may be in shorter supply, and there are rising prices, limited availability on choices, but we still have choices. We still have full stores, basically, that we have an opportunity to continue to prepare. So on a recent trip to the store, I added some food to my Prepper Pantry stockpile, and I thought I would share with you the new items that I bought to add into my food storage. Prices are going up on the Bear Creek soup, but I was still able to find them for about $3.59. So I bought 7 more bags, different varieties of the Bear Creek soup. If you haven't tried the Bear Creek soups, try them. They're very good. They're simple. You just add 8 cups of water. But do read the back. One of them, I think it's the chili, you also need to add tomato paste. You add 8 cups of water, you boil it for about 20 minutes, and then you have a full pot of soup. And guess what? These are so simple. They have basic ingredients. They're in sturdy pouches that'll last for several years. You can stack a bunch of them into a bin and have them for your food storage. You can also jazz these up. I made a video about different ways that you could add things into the Bear Creek soups to make them fuller, bigger, better, more delicious meals. I'll put a link to that video if you're interested. I also tried to buy things as sets so that I could make meals right from the foods that I purchased. So I bought 4 of the Just Add Water and a tablespoon of oil pizza crust. These were only 59 cents. And you know what? You don't have to make a pizza out of this if this is all you have. You can make the dough and go ahead and cook it that way, and you have a simple kind of bread or biscuit. If you want to make this into a pizza, pick up a jar of pizza sauce to put with it. They also have little packages of pepperoni. These are shelf-stable meats. And what's nice about these is there are 50 slices in here in 2 different packages. And so I bought 4 packages of the pizza crust, 4 jars of pizza sauce, 2 packages of the pepperoni, and then I have some cheese in my refrigerator and freezer, and then I have 4 complete meals of pizza that I could make for my family. There are easy recipes for how to make pizza sauce from things you have in your pantry, but sometimes having one that's already prepared, and it's not really any more expensive than having all the ingredients that you have to make it yourself. This can help you quickly get a meal together for your family. I have lots and lots of oatmeal, but I thought it would be nice to have some of the instant oatmeals on hand for real emergencies, for your bug out bag, for grab and go kits, having packets, individual packets of oatmeal. Pour your packet into a bowl, add some boiling water and stir it up, and you have a practically instant meal. I have a lot of types of dried and dehydrated fruits, and I saw banana chips. So I bought a big bag of banana chips to add to my dried and dehydrated food stockpile. It's nice to have variety. Not only can you buy the freeze-dried and dehydrated fruits in little packages and pouches, you can also buy them in number 10 cans. I bought some from Oxen Farms. I've also bought some of the apples from the LDS or the Mormon Church, and those are all great. Those are packaged to last for up to 30 years. But in the meantime, you can have these that'll last for several years, and then you have additional sources of fruits, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and variety. I bought a few packages of Hamburger Helper that are Just Add Chicken. I thought these would be nice to try one and see if it's any good. This would be simple to add with a can of chicken, which I have a lot of in my stockpile. When you prepare these, you would need to have also on hand some oil, some water, and some milk. And so I have the Nido Fortificata powdered milk in my stockpile that I spoon it out and use it on a daily basis when I'm just making things like this, I only need a little. I don't have to buy a carton of milk because no one in my family drinks milk. We don't use very much. So the Nido Fortificata is fantastic. You just spoon it in, stir it up, and it's ready to use in your recipes, or drink it if you want. I recently bought this Banker's box because it holds spaghetti noodles. It has a lid with a handle and a latch, and you can open it up and you can see the spaghetti noodle packages fit right in here. So I thought, look at all the room I have. I can add lots and lots more. I can fill it up with other things too, but I thought, I wondered how many packages of spaghetti noodles could this hold? So I bought 6 more. It was still only 80-something cents. When I'd gone to the store and bought this box, there were probably 70% empty on the pasta aisle. And when I went a few days later, it was 90% gone. Almost all of the pasta shelves were empty, even the expensive brands. So I was glad I could find some packages of spaghetti. So I'm gonna add them right here into my, whoa, oh. Okay, boom, all right, stay. What is that for? Oh, okay. I just realized there's a little flap on the top because it's a Banker's box, so you could put your pens and pencils and paper clips. But that makes it even better. You could put a can opener, you could put a knife, you could put a few little pieces of silverware, maybe a lighter. That's pretty cool. I didn't notice that till just this minute. Okay, so I can open this up and I can just continue to add the spaghetti. This is awesome. I have 10 pounds of spaghetti in here and it's still only about half full. So that's going to be a great way to store it. This would be nicer if it had a rubber gasket around it, and it doesn't. But it's still going to be more airtight than a lot of other containers. And I can toss in some bay leaves, put this away in a cool, dark, dry place. And pasta lasts nearly forever. I've been storing pasta for decades, and I have easily had it last 15 years and it was still just as nice as ever. So don't be afraid to store pasta, but make sure that you store it in something that's airtight, especially if you live in a warmer climate where pantry bugs seem to be more prevalent. I got a few cans of corn, a few cans of mixed vegetables. They're always nice to have extra. You can stir them into all kinds of meals and make them bigger and better. Something new that I found was Parm crisps. I bought the Wisps cheese before, but I didn't see that, but I did see this one. And so I followed my own rule, just get one and to try it, and if I like it, I can always go back and get more. So this will be interesting to see if this is any good, and if it is, maybe it can go with my pizzas, who knows? It's nice when you can find the things on your list that you want, but if you can't, look for some other options and be open to trying it. Think of grocery shopping these days as a scavenger hunt. If you can't find what you want, find something that you can try or substitute, or something that's adequate so that you still have options for making your meals for your family. I finally found another little box of the hash brown potatoes. These are awesome. You can pour them right into a clean canning jar and put on the lid. But make sure that you tape the directions on the box if you're going to store it away so that you remember how to rehydrate and cook them. And then I picked up a package of bacon bits to put with it because, you know, in hard times, maybe we'll have eggs, maybe we won't, but we can still have potatoes with bacon. Oh, and maybe even we can top it with some cheese. So this could make a nice emergency type meal that can last in the shelf for quite a while. Remember to be rotating the foods in your prepper pantry. Use some of them, rotate them, and then replace them. And if you want to grow your prepper pantry, when you use one, replace it with 2. And then before you know it, you'll have a nice big stockpile of things that will help you get through whatever our crazy future brings our way. Nobody knows what's coming, but it does seem grim and a little bit bleak. So stock up now while things are readily available, and let's try to be kind to each other because the world could use a lot more of that these days. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.